Welcome one and all to the online regional qualifiers for the West region here of the pro competition, the Mortal Kombat 1 World Tour, baby. There's over $255,000 at stake across this entire thing, and someone today is going to earn their ticket to the World Finals. Welcome, everyone. I am Mr. Aquaman, and over there is Mr. Ultra David, and we're going to bring you the action here, and we have been given the gift of bringing you this West bracket. And what I mean by that is this might be one of the most stacked brackets I have seen in nearly a decade of commentating Mortal Kombat, ladies and gentlemen. This is taking me back to the year 2015, seeing some of these names that have been at the upper echelon of competitive NRS games. Let's get into this bracket, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at this thing. It is going to be the likes of Sonicfox versus Retro, Han Rashid versus Hourglass of Rain. This next one, OnlineCale versus Yungmonster. There's so much history to talk about between those two players. One new, one old, and there's so much to get into. After that, Kinggambler versus Rewind. From start to end, David, this is stacked.
That's been, unless they got new stuff, but Cyrex 3 has been causing big problems.
At the cameo select. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
This is ring around the rosy.
Yep.
They keep hovering over Sub-Zero though to deal with each other's zoning. It looks like they're trying to mirror each other in choices. I'm not too sure. I'm expecting.
What are we gonna do here? We got a blind pick maybe to call.
It's what we're used to seeing from Sonic. We have been seeing this Serena, but we also know that so many other cameos have been complimenting the Cyrex Casino out there. We saw Souls using Frost almost do it in Oceania. Yeah. And we saw a little bit of action from the Serena as well earlier from the Twins in NA East. Guys, if you guys have been here all day, it has been an incredible weekend of Mortal Kombat. This is the final qualifier of the weekend. 5 other regions are already done and dusted. This character select is the longest one I've ever seen, as a side note. But to let you
they land on double tremors? That would end up us after all of that back and forth. Yeah, okay. Cyrex, Tremor, and we have Retro with the Katana. Oh no, Sub, my bad, I misidentified. That was Sub-Zero on the back there. Double Sub, vest on right away. You love to see, at the beginning, people having the vest on and dashing through, not, oh, do I need to block a projectile? Sometimes you see, no, get in there. You got a vest on, baby.
And let's see if the game has begun here for Retro. Bombs on the ground. There's going to be a whole lot more coming. It's my first time seeing these two encounter in a professional setting. Retro only competed one time offline last Pro Comp. It was at Evolution. And then here in the online, finally getting a big result as one of the big clip masters of the game. And the specialist of Katana. Let's see what you're cooking up here.
With the bomb? Which character's got bombs here? What are we doing? Okay, nice.
And a parry? The princess has picked up a few new tricks here. Hold on a second.
Yeah, they both got one of those. Yep, yep. In for pressure, escape failed even. Fox looking to tech out of the corner. We got Retro on the other side. Can put on the vest if he wants. Yes, there it is.
Not free to move, but Sonic with the immediate check. Wow. You're talking about that aggression when putting up the ice armor. They certainly feel it out there as Sonic. Let's see what the mix-up's going to be here. Mixed town population, Retro.
Holding on. Waiting to look for it. It was back one. Okay. Gonna seal it? Let me see. Yeah, all right, all right. Fox looking to seal it on the rounds. I'm really looking. Here's what I really want to see. Oh man, I really want to see somebody tech the back one and then get hit by the bomb anyway. Yes, you get hit by the bomb anyway. But the damage reduced is about 50%. It's a super big damage reduction.
You're a madman. Sonic back on the hunt here. The mix gonna be, it sets up the deep freeze here to put out 3 bombs.
Woo!
Retro with the immediate counter aggression hit both of them. Unafraid to ice armor up and swing.
That's what I'm talking about, yep. Yes! Identified it there too. These guys are swinging. Starting off super fast.
Yeah, so fast. Let's say the moment that they have options, they're immediately using it to avail. The moment that they have, a half of a meter of cameo, it's spent, and here it goes into the freeze. Would you like to play a game?
Yeah, I would. I'm hyped, man. I love seeing those big defensive moments. What do you got? How are you gonna get out of this? And hanging out, defense. No, not for enough. Trying to stab out there with the down one, but Fox interrupted, looking for the kill on this, looking for the game one. Yes! 1-0 Sonicfox. Cyrax sub.
Still equally.
Picks for the katana here. Still gonna stick with Sub-Zero though.
It's been perfect, you know, implementation of a game plan once seeing the Sub-Zero cameo. I feel like Sonic's been so aggressive versus, you know, sit back, throw out the bombs, knows that they're not going to be super effective, and it's unaffected by the zoning of Katana as well. And, you know, what's the Princess going to do full screen if her zoning's going to be unaffected?
Stealing a turn again. Yes! Into mid. And right away the confirm comes. Right away the corner pressure again.
Great start here as Fox. Here comes the
Big
bombs.
setup. Big setup. Ooh, there's another one. Ooh.
Multiple turns. Fan's gonna come, but great defense by Sonic not to get hit by that. A lot of people impatient and swinging. Seeing the frames out there in recovery. Just a backdoor for
Interesting
Retro.
little wait moment. Yes, again, a couple of grabs here very quick. Sonicfox is going to be looking for that in the future.
Retro.
Beautiful. Fox has another Ice Vest though. Immediately on. No vest. Oh, that was sick navigation. Stand on top, stand under the goop. No.
Retro, I'm not too sure if that was intentional or not, but Sonic pouncing on the punish there. To the corner you go, and knock down. And Sonic has a hefty lead in this one here in the Chaosium. The winner of this event is going to make Final Kombat. Everyone else tonight gets nothing. It is a win.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
Thank you for your time tonight. I guess winner gets a trip to Final Kombat. They're in the money. Nothing's at stake tonight except for that. So technically, the winner does get something tonight. Just in the future, a big trade here. That's one of the few projectiles you do not want to trade with anywhere from anyone to hit advantage. Usually landing into a combo post teleport, no matter what. Hit Cyrax in between, back to the mix, and you're not escaping even with the armor on. Get back to the corner.
Right back into the goop, foaming up.
Not the meter. Not the meter.
Sick block, actually. Okay, but not after. Tough to block that. I mean, you're defaulting to stand blocking versus this character because of the overhead. But she can go, of course, go into the slide. Pretty tough. Stay on top. Okay, the bomb. Retro was worried.
Luckily, the moves are forward just a little bit.
Instantly Ice Vest on the other side, too. Here comes Retro. Turn stolen. Looking for overhead, maybe.
From that distance, maybe there's right up back two on wake up or something.
Right.
Okay. Oh,
okay, is it before
fatal? Unbelievable.
Yo! That was sick. Oh man, we're seeing such a high level play here right at the start. Instantly recognized exactly how to get the kill in the round.
I think this match is some of the most Sub-Zero usage and unique usages of him that I've seen in a match in quite some time. I've seen so many parries, so many holds of them, just almost everything. The only thing we haven't really seen is the cold shoulder cancel, but everything else has been in play.
We did see Retro do that in game one, yeah.
Oh, never mind. We've seen it all.
To get plus frames, yep. You can also use it on wake up for invul. He's a super varied cameo at this stage.
Yeah,
you know, they've added a couple things to him over the game's lifespan, and he is super interesting.
One of my favorite things that they did on the Kombat cast was in one of their show-off matches, they showed that you can combo with a cold shoulder in really cool and unique ways. I think was it a Gears that they showed off something really cool with? But
oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, cold shoulders and ambush guys can be really good with Sub-Zero. Uh-oh. It's time
all
to
right.
again.
Stuck there. Oh, the timing! And then Ice Vest on to not get blown up after the wake up. That was so sick.
That was 3 layers of waking up nastiness right there. Wake up down 1, armor, Ice Vest. Let's go.
Let's play defense. Man, defense gets me so hyped.
Might just win championships out here. Sub-Zero, you know, considered. Ooh. Wow.
Sometimes you get got. Retro trying to dash forward and block at the last instance. Classic anti-projectile tech, but yeah, not going to work out there at the end. Fox too aware, goes for the low, which the parry does not work against. And even though this has been really close, nevertheless, Fox 2-0 for now.
From Sonicfox in that. Yep. We get back into it.
Any switch? Okay, it is to Tremor now. So playing more for safety and hit confirms. There it is, just as I say. She can get big damage. You're seeing instantly. First time we're breaking 400 here in the set for Retro.
Moments later, Retro accessing it.
Right.
So that's kind of scary out here. Sonic just, wow, I think they just read the force right there on that armor.
It was before Tremor. And this gives Fox the chance. Getting things started. Bomb. And, oh man, just barely built that too. That was sick, actually.
You gotta spend money to make money, and here we go.
What an answer! On reaction, you could tell. Fox up into the sky to maintain corner control. Still stuck. There's no more sub vest.
That looks like a decade plus of experience of putting someone in a corner and knowing their options to try to get out. Sonic all over. It's gonna put down a couple of more bombs. See a couple of turns, and yeah, no escaping this corner. Locked in is Sonicfox on match point against Retro. That was a
That was like, what combo should I use in here? I got all sorts of different things I can do.
message received. Love these fake outs.
Crystal and ready to go. Yeah, but breaks. Still, Crystal and Tremor, that's typically what we want to be in to call the fancy stuff into Aftershock. But look, you got to get the chance in neutral. You got to get the pressure first. And right now, it's all Fox. And I think you're really seeing what the value of that sub vest was for Retro. Like that, there have been so many fewer moments where he gets a chance to get out of these situations.
Yeah, here really the only option being something in the Tremor. I'm in the Tremor. Okay, nothing in the Tremor because it's gone. The meter.
Okay.
Taken away.
It did say escape failed though, so look at the damage. Less. Actually, maybe you survived because of it, to be honest.
That's what a nasty went for the low, and all over it was Retro. Give it a life, and let's see what you can do with it. Has a lot of resources here. Does have some money to spend in the bar. Gonna give Sonic a breaker here. Sonic takes all the damage. 460 on the board. It says, I'm going to armor. GG's. Sonic taken the first match of NA East, the online regional qualifier.
That is such classic. Fox grew up playing fighting games with their brothers, right? It's a big part of why they became so strong. This is Kale with his dad doing the same kind of thing.
Now,
and learning well.
On top of that, this is a prodigal son of Mortal Kombat in that Online Tony, his father, was one of the first EVO finalists for Mortal Kombat in the world. The very first EVO for
MK9.
Mortal Kombat 9, Online Tony made top 8. He has an EVO medal. His son, years later, one of the best Mortal Kombat players on planet Earth. This is one of the coolest stories in competitive Mortal Kombat, ladies and gentlemen. A literal prodigal son here competing in OnlineCale. Now, let me tell you about this other player, Yungmonster 12. I'm going to take you back to the year 2016. Strap in. We're time traveling tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a good one. Yungmonster 12 showing up out of nowhere to a tournament called Kombat Cup Online. 2016 MKX. Was consistently battling and beating every top player in the game. Sonicfox, Ninja Killer, every single one of them. Yungmonster was consistently going back and forth with them and was one of the only players to do so at the time. To the point that I remember one season, we had one final qualifier for a finale. Sonicfox had not qualified. In this final qualifier, it was Sonicfox versus Yungmonster. In a Jackie mirror, Yungmonster wins it 3-2, eliminating Sonicfox from the entire thing. One of the craziest upsets in MKX history was by Yungmonster. Has not competed a lot since that time, here and there in Injustice 2, here and there in MK11, but not, super as active as he was, I feel like, in MKX. And all these years later, 9 years later, almost 10 years later, Yungmonster 12 coming out of what feels like the woods after hitting the hyperbolic time chamber to show us that he is still one of the best Mortal Kombat players on planet Earth. It was the Ashra with a little bit of the sector before, and now going with the sector zone. This is a full screen war we are seeing right now. Welcome everyone to the West.
Bunch of setup there from a couple of storied players, and we're in. Yungmonster holding onto the screen. Big confirm. Gets the setup distance yet again. Yeah, always looking for jump right there on the direction. Too high, actually. Pharaoh was too high up. And Yungmonster is going to end up taking game number 1. Now, I looked up on Start GG, Yungmonster's recent history. Has he been playing stuff secretly? And nothing that's on Start GG, actually.
I was like, who is this new player? During the NA West qualifier, too. Everyone's like, who's this new Ashra player? Meanwhile, all of us old guys are going, you guys are going to find out.
Pretty sick, actually.
Real quick. Has always been, in my opinion, both him and his twin brother, because he's also a twin, David, one of the most powerful things you can have in competitive Mortal Kombat.
For real.
Yep, his twin is Revit Leafing, and they are two of the best character specialists since they have been in the games in MKX. In Injustice 2, they were the best with their perceived characters. Wonder Woman and Cheetah. Same thing in MK11. Absolute specialists to the core. And Young showing us how to play Ashura, some Sector here, and even Revit. With one of the only few exciting Tanyas to watch early on as well.
That's right. Yeah.
Kale on the hunt right
What
now.
a
Walks into
chase.
Active Flames.
Chased too hard. Got too close. Oh, what a call! Oh my god. Can we talk about zoning and how sick zoning is? What a call out that was. You see there in time with Sector. Yes. But that idea, you get the Oki from full screen, and you specifically, if you don't know, you gotta pilot where those Sector missiles go, right? It's not automatic. You gotta pilot where they go. He piloted it to exactly where Kale was gonna jump to, like a second in advance. Come on.
Got a mean shred on the Rockets too with the Tiger Knee. Down about even right now. What a gap close from Yungmonster on the cancel into the overhead. That's a low fake out coming into the overhead. The tricks up Yungmonster's sleeve on display as he takes a lead 1-0. Sends, returns to sender. On the reflect. Looking like War Machine out here.
Okay. Cameo said, whoa, we didn't finish it. Kale was looking for the rest of the string. And Yungmonster again gets to set things up from distance. He gets to try to call things out. He was looking for jump. Kale, patient, maybe figuring things. Oh wow, he's looking for forward movement even? Dude, Yungmonster's making the big reads on Sector missiles. Love to see it. Kale, spending his double misses. Cameo Sector.
Kale tired of Young blocking finally through the throw combo. Not a lot of damage though. Mine gonna look to save. No, getting over it right in time is Kale.
Really good awareness.
We've seen a lot of people, not in this bracket, but some brackets throughout the day, a lot of people kind of overcommitting when people use Movado Mine and just going right into it.
Woo, he's really expecting Kale to get in there. Dude, by the way, Kale's navigation around these, he's guessed right every time in his movement.
Because you see Young trying to control the rocket of, is he going to die? Kick in, finally gets one right though, sends it high.
The forbidden full screen confirm. Oh.
While you're burning 2 damage over time, and coming in hot. Okay, block on the overhead.
He tried it out. Oh, okay, hello. Hi.
It's all the most respect you'll ever see.
Yo, he got it!
Young, and he just commits. That will be it with 6 seconds. Boom!
Wow!
We're tied up.
Oh, man.
High octane MK.
Got it. This is a big chance for approach. Looking for mine. He's got to hang out. He does. Up block was the intention, not the game. And here comes Kale. 15 years old. Overhead, yes. Yungmonster, 3 bars gone. Finally, one of the misses hits. A lot of this is great navigation. Big chance to get in.
Oh, and that's such a great trade. The hat of Lau given the hit advantage. The dive kick in. Mr. Zender actually hit out the mine right there. That's huge. And with Chip
I don't know what you do about that.
Escaping a Category 5 tornado that's coming at you.
Again. Hey, having seen that, Sector didn't work out. It's the Astra, which was also a blast to watch during the qualifier. This is an active Astra. If you've seen Astras out there doing real forward twos or fireballs or whatever, fine. This man's gonna be on the move.
Get ready to see some dark stance usage. And I tell you, ever since that tournament 1 week ago, I've seen almost every other Astra dark stancing more. What a display of what this character can be about and do in the game. And that's what I was getting to earlier. And the pairing with Movado turning this character into an active launching lethal weapon tournament viable lethal killing machine.
She gets big damage under the right circumstances anyway, right? But what she needs Movado for, I think, is to make it so that that back forward 2 results in big damage, because otherwise you're not that worried if she's threatening. Okay, very nice. But you have to be worried. Yeah, these are the threats I'm talking about, where he cancels out of it. Yes, that's big. That still results in 250 to 350. You have to take that seriously as a competitor.
And in general, armored launchers into about 250 to 300 are actually really good considering armored launcher scaling.
Yeah.
Sending with throws, if you're hitting for about 250 plus, maybe 210 plus, you're still hitting pretty good off of the scaling. See what you can do about the rocket. That was Galaxy Brain for the string to do the movement for him to get around the Sector rocket.
He was looking for the Movado even. Was it high? Oh, he got through finally. He committed on it. He had been threatening that so many times, finally in, and he was right.
And one thing even I struggle to do when watching Yungmonster play is to know if Yungmonster, every time that he does some of those back forward twos, within seconds is looking to confirm what the opponent's doing to either fake out or not fake out. Jump, send it, fake out or not. And against zoning, it looks like he is actually reacting really well in some of these.
Yeah, I'll say. Kale. Waiting there. Just kind of stuck. Chance on knockdown. No, he doesn't take it. Oftentimes, Kale will play at this distance, too. He's comfortable back there.
Oh, yeah. Loves throwing that air hat and just sending rockets all day. Uh-oh. Gap is closed, and here comes the purple goo. Extra damage if he activates the light stance. He's able to get some hits in on the specials, but the sector rockets coming in to save OnlineCale. Purple Vortex still around him, though. Down to just 2. They will go away over time, so if you're looking at Komp now, it should go down to 1 purple thing in a second.
Oh. He's got right here. That's what he uses. Kale gets to back off. Be a little bit more patient. Still, a life lead. Oh, catches! Not quite. No Movado call. Just didn't expect it to hit. Movado!
Good enough for the close, but is far away enough to keep that pseudo safe, and I'm not too sure what allows it from the distance as Yungmonster claims the lead. 2-1. Oh, got him with the Underworld finisher.
Very everyone. And then it was. And then it was.
I'm gonna show my age.
Chicken jockey. I'm telling you, he's 15 years old. I only say that and embarrass myself because I had to Google it too, dude. All right, I don't know. Yeah, I literally had to Google it.
I actually don't know what is mogging because.
It's you're like outclassing somebody. It's like you're like better at whatever.
Okay, that's a lot safer than I thought.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude, but I had to Google as well. I'm just telling you, I just say that only to say he is 15 years old out here competing like this.
Yeah, OnlineCale, if you guys don't know OnlineCale, an absolute character in this world.
That's what Google told me, all right? Some people are messaging me that I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm telling you. That's what Google said.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Take it up with CBS News.
But we're at a scrap right now as Yungmonster is staring at a match point as Kale makes a switch to the Milkman, who has gotten him absolute mileage competitively. And on the screen.
Yeah, for sure, in this round, yeah. Okay. She is actually plus on some of these, by the way. Yeah, even more. Loading up the pips.
There it is.
Looking to capitalize. It's gonna be good. No, he breaks. Thinking he can still take this one. And there's a big threat with her going up into the sky there and maybe completing the back. Oh! Oh!
Remember doing a lot of damage before the break could come to.
Oh my god! Come on!
Everything about that! That was nearly impossible to break because of the double side switch that occurred within seconds right there. Unbelievable. Yungmonster with an RKO out of nowhere.
That was
pretty crazy stuff as we go forward. All of these years, a decade plus later, Sonic still dominating Mortal Kombat competitively. The Fox is never not on the hunt.
Cyrex back to Serena now, and then Melina Lau on the other side. Not a big surprise on that one. Trying to jump away from the goop, stay away, navigate around. Ooh, you love the little fake outs of the stance switch.
Revving the engine.
Okay. In. Here we got a chance to start things off. Yeah. Corner pressure. Trying to fake things out a little bit. Looking for the confirm. Here's the confirm. Yes. Single hit pretty easy on that one. Fox is in.
Taking away all of Hourglass's resources. Got a drop there though, but hey.
Man, that was definitely something.
Was it or was that a happy little accident?
You know, sometimes that's how it is. You're fighting games. Oh, yo! Okay, it's a punish on the screen. You love that. And some more
someone's been in the lab. Hourglass representing Oni. They've been on a really good tear recently.
Fox off the bar. And I don't think that's it. Yeah, here it is. Fox, I got on looking for something. Whatever it was, Hourglass had not committed. Instant air ball, by the way. I'm still thinking about that as a solution to bomb on the ground.
And Kung Lao Hat definitely doing a really good job of keeping Cyrex in check just a little bit here on the screen. You know, even full screen, Melina can throw that out and then follow up behind with a teleport, immediately close the gap and get some pressure going. You know, one of the things that you kind of need is a way to force your game plan against Cyrex.
Really happy to see the Cyrex bring out Serena in that situation to just build meter. I feel like I very rarely see Serena used in that way in neutral, but you can just like sit there and build bar. That's what Fox is doing. So on 3, as a result, had this 2 bar for this setup here.
Oh no.
Meter gone.
Sonic making money on their own and draining their opponent's bank account. Oh no. That's what a casino does.
Is that enough?
Final
What a
round.
round.
Fight.
But can Hourglass has a decent position here. Can get a hit on Sonic right now. Take him to the corner. Talked about it earlier against Cyrax, where one of the keys is just locking her down, forcing mix. Otherwise, she's gonna do the same exact thing to you. She comes behind the bomb. Sonic. There's that kind of Fox mentality of being on the hunt. I've always watched Sonic, even going back to MK9 and Injustice 1, I've always been impressed with just how good Sonic is at getting in on their opponent. I've almost at times just don't understand it.
Look at the damage here because of that tech. Very little damage. Super key, I'm telling you, to make sure that you're aware. It's only back 1, by the way, that she can combo with the bomb.
Where'd she go?
Not regular grabs. So Hourglass survives. Gets to try to start pressure again, not there. Pick it up! Come on, that's sick. And Hourglass, maybe break, okay. Box the goo. Slow approach here.
Ooh.
Plenty of
something right
time. Not a lot of time, but plenty of time. Okay, with not a lot of time on the clock, you might as well come in. Yes, frame trap! Keep it up! Is she killing on this? No, setup though. What a block, Fox! Blocks it out. Gets exactly what they need, and it's barely enough with 3 on the clock. What an end to that game right there. Hourglass doing exactly.
Because it's eerily similar to Final Kombat, where Hourglass was playing for top 8 at Texas Showdown and unfortunately had to DQ from that situation due to reasons, but was unable to play for it, but put himself in a position to play for it, and definitely could have been facing Fox there at Texas Showdown to get a run back. But Hourglass also getting some pro comp points because of that, and is looking real good.
Yeah, even though that was a game by Fox, it's about as close as it could possibly be. So it's showing up well. Just Hourglass. No meter. Gotta guess right. And still stuck. Here in the corner.
Here we go.
Under the dungeon.
Into the dungeon. Sonic Fox's dungeon of guessing games and horror. Lions,
That is
tigers,
for
and oh my.
Yup. Still stuck. No bombs, by the way. This is just excellent corner pressure. And a grab. It's all mounting up. Hourglass in big trouble. Gotta make this happen without getting hit. Just putting up safety bombs up close so that Hourglass does not get close. Okay.
Found
And set up. Oh! Wake up down 2 by Fox.
a toasty if we've ever seen one. By God. Sonic tried to take his chin off. Gets him on the punish of the empty jump there. Into the casino. We're playing slots, baby.
All right, what do you got? Bomb.
Is it grab? Strike?
Yes, protect! Oh
Less
man,
damage?
I'm so happy to see that this is happening. Yeah, look at the damage. Look at that red up there. Very little. Extremely important to have that. Not easy, I understand, but extremely important to do if you're gonna survive. Okay!
Sonic built that breaker to force to spend on the great defensive option there on that string. You have to show your opponent if they're playing Cyrax that you can unblock that string, otherwise they're gonna be getting away with a lot of safe murder on you. And building more meter is Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
Evening
Yeah,
us up
and
here.
when you see that, if you're Hourglass and you see that, you do not want to let that happen. That means that you're gonna get sky netted, you know. So it's a reason to force the opponent forward without actually like throwing stuff onto the screen.
It's pretty crazy because of the threat that the 2 bars give Cyrax. You really don't want that to happen. So that's where that forceness comes from. If Cyrax gets 2 bars, your meter could just be gone. And here may not matter at all. Sonic just in full control, sent the full net, and will fall onto the hat, and that is going to get punished with 10 seconds remaining. Nothing to save Sonic. It's going to be close.
It will be. It will be.
Very close.
What do we got? We gotta see. We gotta mash it out, folks. I think this is gonna be surviving.
They've both matched perfectly. No, Sonic got 1. Sonic got 2 over Hourglass right there. Big defensive plays.
Yo! What, Sonicfox did wake up bomb? Is that what it was?
Bob. Wake up, Goop. Wake up,
Goop?
Green.
It was one of those.
Green flubber, baby. Ooh, great absorption.
What a call.
From Lau there.
All right, well, it all seemed like it was about to be bad for Hourglass in this game, but what a reversal of fortune. Life lead in round 3. Stealing a turn here and there. Yeah, navigating the bombs well, navigating the goop well, not making this easy for Fox to start things off. And Fox already has 3 bars a meter, so no reason to build anything with Serena.
Ooh, no tech there, and definitely forcing the break here. Now might be playing a platformer. No Sonic. Going from full screen to in 0.1 seconds to force a mix behind a bomb, and we'll set it up again. Casino time. Place your bets.
Okay. But he's maybe gonna have the life lead after this. It's very close. No, okay, barely Fox has it, but that really shows you how important that is.
Love the setup in that second bomb right there at a distance. That was off screen and just a raw grab. Sonic, no fear. When staring death right into the eyes, it feels like. Luckily had the 3 bars to back them up on the aggression. It will be a 2-0 lead for Sonicfox again, looking for the vengeance.
That ended poorly.
Okay, I haven't seen that one.
I haven't
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Again, this is a game
Oh,
that
the
ends
explosion.
wow, all right.
It wasn't over. But keeps it classy. This has been his kind of day 1 team, and it's the team that he used to defeat Sonic in last year's qualifiers.
Only if
And it's of that mentality. If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Very possible here for Hourglass.
We're losing the first hit.
Punish on slide. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Those 2 bars are really important in this matchup.
Already giving her the green.
Oh, no. Wow. Okay.
I like how it's just immediately you're in the corner.
Yup.
Drag.
Splasher. Mm-hmm. Bombs very quickly. Hourglass trying to be a bit of a pain on the other side for Sonic. You have patient.
Sonic's getting frisky with these EX nets.
That's too close. And Hourglass instantly recognized it. The damage, the Oki here, the pressure. Low this time. It's been overhead each time.
Another savage down 2 coming from Sonic. I think those are just statement down 2s. I think the aggression, they even swings where they're in slight negative or neutral situations. Sonic was pretty aggressive there towards the end. I think just trying to get into Hourglass's head, maybe end this match how Sonic wants to end it. And Hourglass gonna have to force Sonic their game. That's what we got here in the corner. Lockdown behind Lau Hat. Decent damage there. Can't let go. And cannot lose that meter.
Yo, okay, no 3 bars.
First time we saw that teleport actually punished.
Got it. But Sonicfox didn't confirm. Actually did the EX teleport instead. Giving chance. No. Again, Hourglass up close. That's okay. Sonic's is alive, but barely.
Oh no.
They're gonna need a couple of sequences here. It's not for free. Hourglass
Certainly
only
isn't.
needs 1.
3 bars gone. And
Yep.
a shot at the title for Sonic.
There it is. Oh,
we'll need one
boy.
more. It's down to 1
Yes, one
Hourglass
more.
of Rain's life on the line.
Again! No? What? My God, Fox hopping around. And Hourglass, the consistent stuff.
It was down to a really...
really
got launched as well, and I saw it happen too, and I was like, usually there's a combo there, and maybe there's just a regular throw that happened.
Well, I don't know if they were wondering about that. Maybe it was back one. Gotta go back and look later.
Very, very unfortunate though. Look to be the step that we've seen over and over again, right? With the grab, back in the bomb. Lost Hourglass, giving life. Hey, Sonic's gonna give an inch. You take a mile. Sometimes take two if you can.
Yeah. Not even a down one, right? The super confident wake up. There it is. Yes. Back one, cancel it into the cameo, and whoo! Here comes. No! Uh-oh, whip punish too. It all went south. Fox, no bar. Was not there in time on the down two. That was not the right moment for it. And just like that, that's the run. That all was a consequence of Fox missing that one moment.
And has it in their head to be going for these down twos in a pretty wild situation. The second wake-up down two that we've seen from Sonic in the last 2 games. Super on resources.
Hey.
And gets a huge hit. Hourglass, it is time, my friend. Been successful decently here. So
back here again.
2 bombs. Gotta hold the other one. He weathers up the storm perfectly. Oh,
pick
no.
it up.
Gets roundhoused.
Big roundhouse there. Big corner pressure. Bomb bomb. Oh, that was probably supposed to have been air ball. Maybe it would have worked.
No drop this time around. Might be close to it in raw damage. Yes. Optimal combo there. Fox, you can see there when you get that hit, you can throw the bombs down, cash out in damage, or do what they have been doing, throw a set of bombs on the ground. Almost teleport on one of his Hourglass.
Stay away, yeah, risky little moment. Backing off, looking for Serena. Again, really like that Sonic is using that to take up space. You know, there's no easy moments here for anybody, no matter where you are on screen. Denying the grab now. So a lot of little adaptations here throughout this set. You trying to press on that if you're Fox? Wow. You really had the big read.
Both of them, really. From Hourglass as well, with the condition that the up block was going to be there. Oh, no.
Yeah, not going to get the 3 bars.
Was so close to it.
He was, but nope.
Instead has to watch it disappear.
Uh-oh,
okay.
3 bars gone for Fox, just like that. 2 big drops, very consequential drops for Fox in this. Dash forward. Yes. Hourglass picks it up. No meter for Fox. Stuck, but no drop by Hourglass too. What's going on, folks?
An absolute heartbreaker of a drop. It will be down to 1 guess now. Luckily, there's no 2 bars for Sonic in order to get the drain out of the meter. But behind the bomb will mix with grabbing it is detect. Hourglass 2 bars to his name still. Here comes the hat for some pressure. Sonic's backing off. 10 seconds on the clock. Hourglass coming in like a Sonic the Hedgehog, and it is going to be punished. Sonic 3-1 vengeance secured. But right there, David, it was a single hit and that 1 drop from this going the distance.
5 on the clock. At the bracket again here, the other side of winners, Yungmonster and Rewind.
Woo!
Down there on loser's side, oh man, already over there for Han Rashid. SoCal boys.
Ooh, a game
not
5
gonna happen
down there.
for him. 3-2. Yeah, went to game 5. Retro moves on. Shoutouts to Retro playing great. OnlineCale takes out kinggambler. 3-0. We hadn't had a chance to talk about Gambler yet. Last year, of course, had that year where he traveled basically everywhere and missed qualifying for Final Kombat by 10 points. That is to say, he had 515. Person above him had 525. Like, it was that close.
Mexico, LATAM South and LATAM North. Still to be determined. Let's find our final combatist of NA West tonight. In this bracket is going to be our other winners semis. It's Yungmonster and Rewind. And again, I watched these 2 battle like titans on top of Mount Olympus back in Mortal Kombat X. And I can't believe that we're back here in 2025. 2 of the best going at it.
Yeah, we hadn't seen Rewind play yet. I'm happy to see that it's on the Ermac. Really fun character to watch. He's got the execution to do this stuff too.
getting first hit, and it's into a
Splits.
Gento
Refresh.
combo. How much is this gonna be?
If you're curious how this works, look at the top right there, the Janet bar. She keeps refreshing whenever she does the splits. You can get big damage. Not uncommon to see 600 plus if you get the full stuff, depending on what the starter is, of course. Yo, catches? Oh man! All right, all right.
I'd be one of the first people to challenge that outright with buttons as the phase was like close to the body, you know. Rewind just kind of making the read. Even there, once the phase got close to him, he could decide to try to press a button and meet him there if it's not. If you guys have seen the movie Chronicles of Riddick, it's exactly like that. If you remember how the movie ended, it's exactly like that. Go for it. That Ermac pressure, you never know. If you do that backdash into the big button or come up in your face, go for overhead. Ermac, one of the big cancel characters, and look at the range.
That's actually really effective in this. A lot of characters have trouble attacking her at that range, at least for a lot of damage. If she's gonna sit there with back forward too, but had a chance to, wow, okay, it catches twice. So in this round, just this first round in this match, we're already seeing Rewind establish stuff that he will challenge. Both if you're holding on to that teleport and also if you let it go, he'll challenge.
Ooh, we're only gonna check it there with down one. And almost getting the, what looked like 3/4 screen anti-air was Yungmonster. Just a little too early on that forward 2 attempt, and it's gonna stop all of that damage immediately. And Rewind, really since the first couple of major changes to Reiko has been on this Ermac Janet.
Okay, catches there even. Yungmonster out of there. Outranged, actually. Stabs in, big whip punish. Actually, didn't say punish, though. Regardless, it's the setup. Oh, man, let's go Rewind. That combo was not even close to being over, but it's enough to take game one.
A swap of an outfit is just going to give you a little bit more of a boost, you know, mentally, a little reset. You find yourself in a hole here. Rewind, who was close to being in last year, but you know, it was one of the first times where he didn't have a dominating season competitively in comparison to the year prior and then the Injustice Pro Series before that.
He kind of didn't travel as much as he did sometimes in the past as well. He did get second at CDO last year. He got 5th in this thing last year, online regional finals for the West. Ooh, didn't let it go though. Didn't let it go.
That one.
Yep.
Nice last second phase to get underneath the founder of Ermax as well. Out of there, in there, out of there again. And the chase down's complete.
Yeah,
Just watch them dance and go, all right, there you are, I'm coming.
Open a spacing trap, nothing like that. Got him. Janet seals the deal.
And this team since day one has had utter synergy amongst them. Janet converting off of nearly everything that Ermac can put out on the screen. Look at him charging up his meter like a battery with those cancels full screen. That's what cancel characters can do.
Yeah, that's very effective. I mean, Asha's doing some of that herself, but
Big time. Oh, Rewind starting to get nasty with it. Gets one whiff of that first string, and Yungmonster can convert off of quite a lot himself right there. Even just saw their neutral jump kick.
no catch. Oh, and not there either for Rewind. In there. Wow, okay, Rewind takes the turn. Grab with Janet, he gets to teleport in. What a call! He knew exactly what was coming up. Yungmonster just trying to spend the bar to get out of there, and Rewind got him big time for it. 339 into pressure. When do you press the button? If you're Yungmonster here. That was a duck, or maybe just too far, I don't know, but in any case, no, and a drop!
The 2 drop, but Bavaro's gonna pick up and force the break out of Rewind. And a 20 Young. 3 sticks of butter down there to cook with. Spends 1 to fake out.
Yes. Even chip is big deal here. Dizzy right, maybe?
Yes! And because... Unbelievable.
Wow.
Because Young went for throw rather than, I think, a more damaging normal could have done it. It's pretty close. Most single-hitting normals don't do that much, but gosh, what could have been right there. Rewind betting it all. We haven't seen anyone.
Spacing traps. Like, you don't want to press your button and he's accidentally done cancel backdashing to back two, something like that. It could be really deadly.
I feel like this is the most that Yungmonster's ever been challenged in his own movement. Ooh, in this series so far, and that right above the ground phase-in conversion is so nasty. It hits mid from that height too, so it catches people throwing pokes. Everything in between, putting on the purple. He hasn't gotten some of the eruptions of the combo, but there's one as I speak it into existence. Gets the double hit, and every time that light hits a purple stance that is on the enemy, extra damage occurs, and that's why 500 nuclear explosive damage just occurred. Woo!
Rewind.
Waiting for it.
Got the bar. If you don't know what this move does, by the way, when he turns green, if he gets hit, he loses meter, not health. Punish! Again, that's something that, you know, some characters struggle at really making a big damage punish happen at range like that, but not a problem for Ermac right there. Not the farthest buttons in the game, but he's got some good ones.
He's got that, I think it was his back two that's got some great distance. Just to hide that one right there. That
Right there,
over
that's
here.
the guy.
That's that soul sucker. He's about to get his soul sucked. Checking him with purple. That projectile is actually really strong. Can also convert into the Movado from nearly full screen. I think that it converts into the forward two. Purple haze. Save two. What's for Ermac gonna do? Besides swiper in the air, the fly swatter. There's another one of those instances of just him kind of challenging with the active frames in front of him and catching a stray.
Rewind, taking it. Not a lot, 223. And the tech, the man's defense is incredible. Backs off. All right, you know, Rewind's got to chase a little bit, but not a big life lead here. Janet. He'll get in if he wants. Again, he reads it right. Again, Rewind on his defense, yes, check. On his offense, reading your defense, everything firing on all cylinders right now. Monster just trying to get away, set things up, go back to what had worked so well for him in the qualifier. Here's an opportunity though. Yeah, Rewind's got to get out.
Look at the switch right there to go from backdash, right to the forward dash. And the swing of a button, the overhead hitting in front, behind, but he phased through at the end of what mind games exist right there, and back into the mix. Yungmonster just turned his aggression up to 11. The dial only goes to 12, but he had enough strength to get it across the line a little bit more. We're at 11 tonight, baby. It is 1-2, and this match is not. That's one of the susceptibilities of the character right there, and so maybe playing to get a little bit more reserved and on the back end of things might be what's really getting him in this match again. Notice in the last one, we definitely saw a little bit more of the purple zoning here, a lot of jump backs, and then just look for the reactions with the phases that have been so effective. But there, you see, closing the gap without any success leads to this. Rewind. When he's in swing range, he is so comfortable.
It's all meters too. Again! Oh, okay.
And that's a nice universal answer to try to call out the wake up phases right there. Jump back meter where she is again. A lot of reads you have to have against Ashra in these moments. Pressure, throw this time, and it's a mean 140. Boom! And match point for Rewind.
Really sick to pair that throw, which is so difficult to tech on reaction, with Janet for the biggest damage grab in the game that you don't spend bar on anymore. Yes. Okay, right. Movado's what makes that dangerous. That's where the fear comes in from. Not a punish, actually. It was Yungmonster trying to do something. It's a counter hit. Rewind. The splits. How many splits could she do?
Oh no. When keeping it real goes wrong.
Oh, baby.
One special, but it was a reset. That was a setup.
That was so cool. Oh, rewind.
I'm gonna throw up.
I gotta go back and look at that later. That was
I'm
so
gonna
sick.
throw up.
That was so cool.
If he didn't have a breaker, that was a full lifer that we were seeing right there. And just like that, Yungmonster survives what felt like the final decision and final setup to end this match. We're going the distance even more.
It feels so good to be able to win a round like that. Obviously, he needs to win it, well, but to be able to win a round where you got like that, where like the opponent did the sickest stuff and you still win, okay, all right, you can build on that.
Off to a great start. You're on Breakless right there, getting away with 1-2 there in recovery. There's been about 50-50 on Rewind getting the punish. There or not. Sometimes gets the block if he switches the block to high. But it seems like there's less recovery. It's whiffed. No Janet. Pressure going.
Challenge. Looking for that on block. And it is punish. This time, yes. To the other side, setting it up with Janet. All right, what do we got? We're just gonna cash out on the big damage, maybe. Looks like that was what we're doing. Mounting.
It's reset again.
Nope. Oh!
It was a breaker again. This is it. Deja vu. Not again. Yungmonster. No meter.
Maybe. What are you gonna do, Yungmonster? How do you make this happen?
Has full Movado though. Has to work
Rewind
around a
can
breaker.
hang. Will he take the read? And he's right on it. Oh man, he was wrong the last 2 times, but this time he was right to win the set. Rewind,
Scare
man.
at the end, but rewind. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll advance
500 plus into some of the meanest mix. That is.
against the Ashra, and what that sets up is just Mortal Kombat magic in winners finals. This has been a match that's happened across the last decade of these games. Sonicfox and Rewind. It's a West Coast classic. Arguably the best with their 2 characters right now on planet Earth. They are going to throw down in Mortal Kombat for a chance at Final Combat. This is in the losers. Loser done and dusted for the evening. The other still a shot at the West title. Let combat begin.
Retro with the Tremor cameo now. A little bit more of what we're typically seeing from him. It's not the Cyrax opponent. Gotta hang out. Oh, he was looking to block. You can tell he was not completing the string. Still stuck. Trying to chase. Speaking of chasing, whew. And if she does that out of things like forward 2 or the big knee, she's plus 2 or so. Not big plus, but it's her turn. And constantly trying to look for the hit confirm too, out of moments like that. There's no, yeah. That was something, we saw that when Retro was playing against Fox, and he didn't have Tremor, and I was wondering, like, that's the thing that I see him do when he has Tremor, but maybe he just like had a brain fart moment, and he's like, oh, no, I don't call Tremor now. But if he has it, then you do have to pay attention.
Close the gap, but not getting punished for it. Wow, it felt like Retro put a good de facto frame there to meet him. Maybe a little too slow on the back too. But cashing out, drops it, gets a slide look for the pickup of the plus frames that weren't there and still got the overhead afterwards anyway. Yungmonster, just a flurry of things coming at Retro there in the corner. Up one,
Hey,
still
he's
keeps
in.
the corner position as well.
You can tell Yungmonster's really trying to pay attention. If he does that and he sees some commitment from Katana, like a fan or like some whatever jump, something like that, then he lets it rip. But that's the intention anyway. But he puts that out, and if he sees nothing, then he cancels it. Very aware again. So constantly threatening from literal full screen.
There's not much that's given Retro to really think about when doing that instant air projectile. Even thinking back to the qualifiers, just getting away with it every time they're full screen. Young having an answer to meet there with the end of the phase through. Big cash out. Sends the bomb. Overneath it is Young.
Man, seeing somebody travel overneath like that, I never get tired of it. This is the only thing I've ever seen somebody go overneath it. It's an NRS game, and when you're commentating over it.
That's right. It's
The only time I've ever seen it.
It's quite a unique interaction that exists. Mortal Kombat and only on commentary specific. Overneath. It makes sense. If you can go underneath
does.
something, you can go overneath something, David.
You know what? Why not?
Why is it not Arkansas?
I actually do know the answer to that, but I can tell you later. In here, Yungmonster.
Purple's on.
Again, yeah. Okay, starting to get fast.
Going for the
What
toes,
his jump
too.
time is.
And Retro in the corner is real scary, but I mean, Ashra is hard to contain. That moving armored unit that she is. Hard to stop.
Mm-hmm. Purple Ashra. Went with the low. Oh, jeez. That's what he wants to avoid most of all. When he finds the hit, you notice, usually it's like 250, 300. When she finds the hit, when Katana finds the hit, it's definitely more.
Ooh, I wonder if he phased through there and actually let it rip, if Tremor would have absorbed the hit. Look at that's what Retro was trying to do.
The low!
Sets up the sneaky low. That was a snake in the boot if I've ever seen one. Wow. Visual trickery at its. An absolute scrap here on the loser side of the bracket.
Round 1. Fight.
Retro up.
Yeah, on the strength of really good defense, of not overcommitting. And then when he does the big thing we were talking about, making sure that he has Tremor for safety and for mix-up. Right, again though, Yungmonster continuously looking to try to confirm whether Retro's done anything as Katana. Launcher. Oh, pick it up? No, not quite.
Yep, as a anti-air, give you the spot versus the Komp.
Neutral low. Okay, that was so cool.
Very unique to find something that can convert off that third hit from a distance. Not a lot of characters can kind of consistently do that. And Retro having himself a sequence right now. Even with the back to the corner, so aggressive with the reversals. Checks and balances against those dashes, and they are successful. Retro looking strong.
Round 2. Fight.
Extremely ready. Moving forward. He knows that. Oh, he'd already called Tremor. Yeah. Tremor was not available. But you gotta be fast about reacting to that sort of stuff.
Fast.
Yeah.
Threw the EX fan about jump distance and wasn't ready for it.
So with Tremor on Crystalline and full meter back, he can play a big and mix up again now if he wants.
That's right,
He can
this,
force the issue if he wants. He's got a life lead though, so maybe no need.
this is the classic Tremor to be in, which is crystalline, which means you can switch into the aftershock. You have your pound. You also have your rock uppercut to be either safe, to be plus, and launch. Real strong stuff.
And
There it is. Ooh, not so safe up close. How much damage is going to do to set up instead?
Okay, that was a stick confirm. I feel like he squeezed everything he could have gotten out of that moment. That was nice.
One light projectile, and that might be it. One light special. Hits that purple, and we're going to see an explosion the likes you guys have never seen. Oh, no, catching the movement backwards. We're not going to see anything. It's a 2-0 lead for Retro, chasing down Yungmonster. Team trying to jump back right there. And that's the Katana special, that back two of hers, that lunge forward with her fan.
So that the way that Yungmonster's playing is very dependent on knowing where the opponent's going to be, and Retro's done a good job at not being there critically. Although
Yep.
here it is.
Ooh, interesting, Tremor did not take the hit right there. Instead, they both did. Oh, Young playing so hard to guess on when he's going to cancel, when he's going to poke, and what he's going to do, after the cancel the phase, because he's been doing really good jobs of conditioning people to press, and then he'll do a phase, slight walk back, that classic slight walk back, and then we'll punish. Whew.
Oh, nice. That did proc it. You notice that extra little damage. She would have killed anyway, but extra little damage from the purple guy floating around. Catch. It's been effective a couple of times too.
Feel the space on the screen right there from Retro, and knowing when Yungmonster wanted to get aerial or get some space away from him. Pulls up for the punish. No!
Check by Retro. Gonna try to play mix up here. Successfully. Just hoping that Retro overcommits in those situations. It can rarely happen. It's just a slow approach.
And as Young is doing this, everyone, look down in the bottom right of your screen, and Young's built 3/4 of that bar of meter. Doing what he's doing right now, just whiffing these build meter, Energizer Bunny. Has a full Movado too, if you let one rip and see that it gets blocked, you throw the mine or something, try to be safe.
Oh yeah.
Cancel, get crazy.
Oh yeah.
Hit confirm, because Movado's there, baby.
Again, threatening the same thing. Could go in at any time. Is this a whiff? No. Oh, huge moment. How many? Okay, 340.
Into plus frames.
Best situation that Yungmonster has had so far. Closest. Yes. Didn't spend EX on it. Gonna be all right though.
Young on the board right there. Love that pressure. Throw the low mix. Even if it wasn't successful, had the Movado come in for the plus frames. Leave up to +6 on them. Try to do it just in the freedom of expression you have in those cancels and mobility on the screen. Who doesn't want that?
No, I really agree. I have not been interested in this character personally until seeing Astra players move around in this way. Great little anti-air.
And then the buff where they can stance switch in the middle of what they do, like he just did there. That add multitude of layers that's really in the hands of the beholder, you, the controller of the character.
Steals a turn. Yungmonster successfully in. Successfully into the corner even. All the way through. Uh-oh! Way too far! But really good awareness by Retro to make that happen. Stabs in! And even without meter available, it's still 285. Trying to start the party. Yes.
Challenges successfully. These Retros had some good, sorry, should I say a high percentage of blocking that overhead, barely missing the Tremor there on the land.
Well, that means Tremor's not going to be available as the ambush call for a while.
And there's a Fateable available, and it is one of the most disgusting, devastatingly hitting ones in the game. Will not need it. We'll find the stray hit.
Yungmonster 1 round away from tying it up.
Fight.
In a really similar state of a full screen war and a big whiff from Retro.
I would get it. Come on.
All the conditioning that after those phases have been down 3, sweep, poke, going for the toes. Where's the fan going? Not coming back. Got hit out of it.
Yungmonster in for pressure again. Grab mounting.
Young was looking to block confirm if that slide was blocked for some pressure after that too. Just keeping the sequence going, and it's off to a huge start. Just ender. No! Punished. Butterfingers.
Big stolen turn, and the little duck does it for Yungmonster. They got scrambled. They definitely got scrambled at the end of that game right there, but Yungmonster does tie it up.
Get ready to light this thing up. We're going to a game number 5 in a.
There you go. Yeah. But this is not a character switch. This is just adapting mid-set.
Round 1. Fight.
These are just two gamers gaming.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, saw it on reaction. Oh, up in the sky. Getting knocked down into big damage. Into setup.
Oh, what? He's definitely setting up some nasty right there. Maybe a throw combo set up into the bomb. Or maybe we're supposed to combo into the bomb.
Ooh,
not gonna matter.
Tricky. Yungmonster's trying to bring out some tricks here in the final game. I just realized it's Katana Movado. Didn't even notice. I was like, how is it the Yungmonster just down forward Movado? That's his dude, but no, it's
That was a dude.
Katana Movado now.
It's a battle of the edgelords here.
Yeah. It's the ropes battle. Finds the grab. And considering how important Tremor was to the playstyle that he went with before, yeah, I'm really curious what it is that Movado does for him. Maybe it just chases down in just this way.
And that pull is going to be just a great check for Yungmonster to always be
Yeah.
considering. Full screen, you can't do those jump back phases as consistently.
That's
or
right.
as
That makes
often.
sense. That makes sense. Yeah, if you see Yungmonster holding on to phase, yeah, you
There
can
it is.
shut it down right away. There you go.
He immediately closes
Yeah,
the gap
great
as
call.
well. Any character that you find yourself struggling to get something full screen with, the Movado pull alone can change matchups for you. Just to give them a threat to think about, that's a huge knockdown in front of you, a great hit advantage, and right up in your face. Called out, Yungmonster just going absolutely crazy.
Yeah, that was the one that you could check. So really good defense by Retro. Waited until it was not a plus frame. Stab. Dashing forward. Here's that movement I was talking about. In and out. Trying to move ever so forward. He's got Movado again. Instantly, Yungmonster. Not doing quite as many of the teleport phasing cancels. Okay, he's got a big chance. That fireball was not breakable, but the follow-up, yes. What an escape! All right, Retro, let's see it. Up
In the
close.
face, gets the hit though. Young,
Let's see it.
not breaking. Sure, certainly after.
Yeah. Retro's gotta be patient, looking for this.
Oh, you gotta be careful right there at range where Fatal Blow can be reactionary, but now there's no health for Retro. Goes for the grab. Gets a combo because the Movado pairing. Is there enough to go with the Fatal Blow? Yes! The scaling off of this though. Is it enough?
Surely enough. Surely enough. 950.
Gotta be enough.
It's
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
All right, we're going down to the final round, folks.
It's crazy that it was barely though.
Yeah, it was barely, but we're going down to the very final round.
Final.
Adaptations by Yungmonster got us here at a 2-2. Adaptation by Retro in this game has also adapted. That switch of cameo definitely making a big impact. Not making it easy on Yungmonster. Up close. Out of cameo.
Great time to call it out there by Retro on the down one, watching the long hold of Yungmonster on the purple. Not enough time for the Movado recovery to get a forward throw there. Unfortunate. Gave Yungmonster some space because of the pushback, and now he's out. Holding that big health lead, but just like that, a straight hit. And positioning against him.
One of the things about zoning like this is that you never know when the opponent's going to come back in to find the hit, and it's those times that zoning makes kind of its most money. Stabbing in like this, he got him!
Oh my
Yes!
god!
On the unbreakable down 2 option into one of the most damaging fatal blows in the game. Oh, it's gonna be that. Yungmonster. 3-2, the complete comeback. Down 0-2, all the way back through.
Finish.
That was one of the craziest moments for that to occur in a Game 5 final moment, and it off of her down 2 in particular, that's this double side swipe. It had this beautiful arc to after they played offline that they're like, all right, games, let's go.
That's awesome. Okay, sick. All right, well, here we go.
Let's go.
We got Hourglass. We got OnlineCale. Homelander's pick. And he's already got the corner. Yep, starting it off the overhead.
Man, he's already put those size 13s to work. Oh, 3 kicks in a row, and that might be the round. No break from Hourglass. We're going to turn this into what we call an NBR, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to take you back again to the year 2015. I told you we're time traveling tonight. What we called an NBR back in MKX was a meter building round. And that's what Hourglass
yes.
just had.
The old battery rounds, yep.
Charge it up. Use it later.
I mean, are we still doing that?
I guess so. Save it for the next match. I don't know how that works.
Of course, the default to blocking against this character is overhead. The lows are more like pokes, but... Wow, okay, Kale calling out exactly the right time.
Sorry, get
Hourglass
zapped out of
running
that
out of
ball
life.
roll. Is she
Running
ever
out of
gonna
life.
The corpse hop. And I mean corpse hop because he's going for the kill. Gets the laser and through the activity of the Kumamis. That was all unbreakable.
Okay, reaction was there.
I knew a hit.
Even chip.
Could not be stopped.
No one can stop me.
Or
Yeah, you can get whatever percent you want.
oh, okay.
I mean,
Let's
it's up
see.
to you. You got to buy 100% and then get rid of it.
Fight.
Yeah. It wasn't even about the character selection last time. That was just complete big pressure. It was the right reads constantly, and Hourglass maybe looking for some kind of different variation on what the reads were going to be each time. So I don't know that that was a very representative game for how this set's going to go.
Absolutely. And even on the receiving end, if you're Hourglass, not a lot of mental damage was probably done just because of how, you know, how fast it was. You know, in that round one, you're like, okay, I got it by overhead 3 times in a row. My bad, it happens. And then you just kind of quickly go in the next one. You know, I know my mistake. Quick reset, going. And now he's looking real good here in game number 2.
Yeah, I didn't feel like that first game was very representative of what would end up happening in this set. Sometimes you get wrong. That's all right.
Yeah, something happens. Look at the approach there, but was it Hourglass playing hard to get this time around? Works off.
Yes. Takes the moment, poke into big business. Below. That, again, really trying to open things up. Open up that pressure. Whoa! Okay, big stolen turn. Into it again. Hourglass is going to hold on to the bar.
Another meter building round for him.
Final.
And, whoa, I told you to put those things away, man. This is a family stream.
Yeah, okay.
I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It is Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, yeah. Her shirt is pretty bloody at the moment. Into more pressure.
No.
Oh, yo, man, he blocked. That was super cool. Here he goes. Got a break. Kale, though, still here. Just opening up all the mix-ups. Is this enough? It is? Wow,
Into the
Kale.
portal. And this is a statement couple of games from Kale.
Especially in that one. I mean, he lost the first round, and it was a pretty big win by Hourglass. Poor Tony. Man, shout out to Tony. He did a great job.
World safety.
Was not always easy, I'm sure.
Is he down the hall or is Tony over the shoulder coaching him? He actually might. He actually might be there.
I would not be surprised. Yeah, yeah.
And do you want to hear something crazy that I learned about these two? Is that both father and son, Online Tony in Street Fighter 4 used a character with a full screen super and taught his son, OnlineCale, all of his personal strategies of how he uses that. And OnlineCale's main cameo at the time, and most of the time, is Sector with a full screen fatal blow that's really quick. And he showed me footage of his son using it the same way he did like 10 years ago in tournament. It was awesome.
That's really funny, yeah. Yeah, as somebody who, and this is true, the first time I played Online Tony in tournament, I got triple perfected by him. I'll talk about that in a bit, but right now we got Kale into the corner. Again, once he's gotten into the corner, each game, that's been it.
It's been a nightmare scenario for Hourglass. He is on match point right now, looking to make Tony proud. But Hourglass of Reigns, father himself, one of the other super active fathers in the community. Massive shoutouts. Is always active in the chats, was at Texas Showdown back-to-back years. It was really awesome to actually get to meet Hourglass's dad, who's super supportive of his son competing in Mortal Kombat. So shouts to the MK dads out there.
And that low, just doing it to try to open things up a little bit, make the opponent at least worried a little bit about blocking low. Okay, or just maybe whiff punish finally off the bar. Hourglass in big trouble. Where's he going? Okay, nice, and it was close enough to get the punish. Finally corner for Hourglass. Oh, and it just... Man, it did not last long. Kale's defense, not just about offense for him. Punish! He's got Farah. He's got Bar. He's got the game and the set. Kale.
Would have corner carried.
Here's what happened.
So technically, but dang GG's.
There I was, just playing my good old Zangief in Street Fighter 4, you know, back in the day. And this new character comes out called Seth. And he had, in my opinion, one of the hardest matchups that I've ever played against. And unfortunately for Hourglass there, it's not going to happen. We move on now to winners finals between, on the left, Sonicfox, Evo champion 1,000 times. And on the right, Rewind, Evo champion as well. 2 Evo champions that we have here.
And a rivalry of Mortal Kombat age, these two. They've met in some of the biggest stages in our competitive history. Online, offline, doesn't matter. And they have, again, going back to about 9 years ago.
Yeah,
When
it's been a long time.
I feel like Rewind started making some really big headway in the online MKX space before coming offline real heavy towards the end of it. And then has been an upper echelon player since. The Injustice 2 runs were insane, and he has to survive. Bomb City jumps back and avoids the final one. Working on a flawless victory. Is Sonicfox here, just like Kale, back-to-back match.
Okie doke. All right.
Yep.
Hello. Yeah, I mean, they know each
Welcome.
other well, obviously. It's just two buddies, training partners, played a million times. I will say, though, Rewind did tell me, quote, he's confident, like, I'm confident in my path as long as I play to the level I know I can. And that was somebody who must have known that if he was going to win, he'd probably run into Sonicfox. So, still, saying that he felt confident. Right now in trouble.
Is this a double flawless? Meter, drain. 3 RPGs in the arsenal. For Sonic, still on the bottom left, nowhere to escape.
Still stuck. The jump, and he's right. And instantly Fox is out.
Double flawless avoided, though. That surely is going to give some kind of mental edge to Rewind here. It's like, yes!
Well, he's very capable of taking this whole thing now with Sonicfox with no bar. You tech that? Yeah, pretty good.
Oh, almost got
And instantly into what Fox needed.
Both from the swinger right there, just unfortunately not going Rewind's way on the second hit of that string. The speed of that 1-2 from Cyrax has gotten a lot of mileage for Sonic. Whether
Started things off and never really left. By the way, these are cool outfits.
they are. Winner looking for the extra cushion. Been on the winner's side of grand finals in this. Being guaranteed top 3, being guaranteed top 4 does not matter here. Win, take all.
All right, I had a chance to go look back. Oh,
Oh, no!
Maybe I'll talk about it later. We'll talk about that setup that he did. That's pretty meaty. Right now, though, it's Fox.
So much damage left on the table. Fox giving an inch, taking 17 miles with it. Nowhere to go.
Jump as defensive answer has come a few times here from Rewind.
Save them just in the awkwardness that happens on it being an anti-air situation versus a grounded hit situation.
Rewind's trying to challenge with stand ones, which kind of makes sense. He's looking for the blocks, but Sonicfox has consistently buttons out. Will he here? Rewind, find the hit?
Unfortunately, the buttons of Ermac there not catching him stray enough on the second hit. Whiffing. So many problems some characters have if they put out like a 1-2 or something in the second hit. If the stand 1 anti-airs doesn't hit high enough to convert. Ermac falling for it right there. Sonic, another round on the board. Because of it. Safe! But checking the space is Rewind perfectly.
Hey! Rewind. Connection. Janet out. So the setup was that he does the whole business, and then he has Janet do a low, and meanwhile he's falling down as Ermac, and then he does the air float. And maybe he'll do an overhead or not. Oh, but Sonicfox is just out of there. But you can see what I was talking about, right? Like he's falling down with the overhead and the low Janet.
Yes, first person to call it out so far in the tournament tonight. Sonic, watching this event, saw it and went, I'm just gonna, maybe even labbed it or checked it, challenged it. Armor being the answer.
So Serena got hit. Not gonna be able to break. Ton of damage. Still alive.
What? The overcommitment of Rewind. That works? Yes!
Nice. Okay.
Into the victory. What could have been right there? I wonder if in that Gento setup, if you can get a timing to where you're coming down with the neutral punch and something from Janet that can break armor, you know, and that there's just layers there that even these two might be at. And we're not because we haven't seen it too much. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, you saw a million Cyrax Serenas starting like 3 weeks ago. Or
Ghostface
whenever that was.
Oh, God.
Yeah, right.
Ooh, Rewind. I don't know what kind of mental thought process was behind jumping in the EX lift, but maybe thought Sonic was in disrespect. I have seen some people take different risks of doing jump-ins into something fast enough to take away a gap. I think people would press, but high risk on that decision, and it has led to all this nastiness. I got hit.
Punish that Rewind wanted in game 1. This time it worked. Oh. Very interesting to know that rewind would land, and so the grab came. Fox here. Still stuck. Flawless at least. Negating the chip. The rest, I just didn't believe in it. I really like Sonicfox's movement. It's getting outside of that back two range very consistently, and then on whiff punish to go to match point.
Just with Sonic's movement alone is what looks to be so hard to hit. Luckily caught some massive negativity there in the bomb whiff. We're back in a gentle setup. No! Is going to deny the prophecy. Let's see what kind of situation we're going to see with and how he was going to end that route this time around. With Sonicfox not having any meter. Instead, just a clean pick up here, and look at Rewind finally gets some offense going. We're in the corner, but drops the ender. Still able to have some advantage though, luckily. Don't see that every day.
Gets to get out of the corner at least. Into pressure. A little bit. Just gets got by Sonicfox. Looking for the highs. And they were right.
And it's time to play a game.
Okay, was correct. And instantly, it's Sonicfox back.
Every time he tries to get out, Sonic pulls him back in, David. Is he gonna get the second bar? No. It's really set up, but Rewind once more trying to go to the skies to escape, and Sonic denies it with an anti-air missile of a button. That was really one of the biggest stories of Rewind's fall here, was just how much it worked and didn't work of just holding up.
I mean, we're gonna obviously count it. Good work!
I don't know if I've ever seen that. Closing things out, and then just piecing, saying GG. Sonic sitting with the cushion of Grand Finals on the winner's side. 3 incredible players on the loser's side to determine their opponent. It is a run back from round 1. Up next, Yungmonster. 4 players remaining. Fox sitting there, and now we do the big losers run. Yungmonster versus OnlineCale. Winner faces Rewind. Winner of that faces Fox for the title of West. Something players are in. And we thought we were going to be T1000 in this bracket.
We'll see. We'll see. Is that the choice? Okay.
Liquid Metal.
You'll be terminated.
So that's the maybe counter pick idea to Astra here. I'm imagining like going into puddle underneath her phasing stuff. Maybe shooting her from far. Oh, we'll see. Starting things out with the grab. Got Movado, of course. Classic team, great pairing. If you're gonna have a bunch of unsafe mix-ups, you might as well do stuff that is gonna lead into a lot of damage from every hit. This is the team that really maximizes that. You can try it. Nice little duck though. Movado, you got it. Yep, you have to be very
good.
patient.
Not committing to something right there.
That was such a cool conversion. I almost regret that there was a breaker there. Like I wanted to know what else was gonna happen.
Young has had some absolutely firework displays of some of these conversions that Ash was capable of, but OnlineCale is gonna, I think, erase it with a simple pickup to fatal here. Close.
Yeah.
Gonna give her the pipe. And it is!
Yes.
4:56 later and a shot at the title for Kale.
Coming in at the big heavyweight class. I think that was the wrong Movado. I don't think that's what he was looking for there. It's gonna be a while until Movado's ready to be called. See him paying patiently in the meantime.
Ooh, not close enough for the punish. That stand for barely whiffed. No full combo from Monster though, and Kale's making him pay the iron price for it.
Call out! Kale chasing him coast to coast.
The pressure, relentless right now. Like,
Kale gets to hang out and be
come to
patient.
me. And I wonder if that low spike, since it travels far forward the entire time with multi-hits, think that's going to be really good at stopping the approaches with those phases of Ashra. And this is a lot of damage.
Absolutely. Always is with that Ashra. Comes in.
This is divine retribution.
End up above 500. More than half life for both of these teams.
Oh! It's into an unsafety and a evisceration. Down to brutal.
T1000 win.
Forced guess that takes game plans away. And it's looking like it's a successful plan from Kale here so far.
It's definitely effective, but you definitely also have to be guessing right as the T1000 player. If not, you're gonna get got.
Oh yes. And Ashra's gonna hit you. She's gonna chin check you.
Yeah.
If you mess up. Case in point.
Yep, starting it off well. Applying a bunch of hits. But
Playing for the future too, but he's from the future, David. He's seen what you're gonna do with those purple hoops. And pulling a trick out of the Tweety page book from East there, that jumping into the goop is catching a lot of people off guard. And
boy,
can he get out?
no, he's going. Oh!
Young probably
Still
thought the string was
stuck.
over, but the man's still
Looking for
swinging.
up block.
He's still in
Got
it.
him on the overhead. Ah, he felt he needed something else. I'm sure he's right. It wasn't gonna kill. He wanted one more mix-up, but Kale was ready. Punish. Oh.
And I like that that covered it even on block right there. If you were to micro duck, to grabbing that string, the bottom mine's going to be there. A lot of characters can do those kind of tricky things with the mine. It's expensive. Yeah. So, more purple. Purple haze.
Chases. Tails in. Avado 1. Ooh, okay, beautiful. Okay, this is big damage if he wants. If he wants! 412 already. Tails out. He's got a chase. Is that fast enough? No!
It was right there.
Man, John Connor barely got away in that car right there, I tell you.
Ooh, and so was Ashra not to go into some active frames right there. Felt like he had a stand one or something out there. Punish. Are we quite at the corner? Not yet. But he caught the startup of it, and when she's holding the charge, she is susceptible to simply being hit. We've seen it just a couple of times tonight. You guys said no Movado. Can't take away the wake up, but it's not going to matter at all. Young is just going to fall victim here again to this on the scene of the crime. Never mind. He took you over. And now
Intended adaptation. More zoning, that's the idea.
Can do it.
it's a pick we've seen a few times. People going to, as an answer for this T1000, utter and complete keep away.
But I do feel like T1000 has some pretty strong movement options in a matchup like this. Personally, I don't know. I guess we'll see if it even comes up. Right now, it's up close pressure. It's mix-ups already. It's to the corner already. Yep.
Double overhead.
Oh, drop.
Watched a little too high. Sick
Beautiful.
conversion there by Young, who knew the side switch combo with the rocket. Didn't know where to go. Nasty.
How ready was Kale right there for that movement?
Woo!
Yeah. Oh, it's not enough, but even Chip's going to be a big deal here.
What a route.
Yeah. Match point.
Looking to lock him up. So the T1000 eats an air missile, though, and that was a gorgeous side switch. Young, he micro moved forward with a walk versus a dash, like knowing the space immaculately.
Okay. Denying just at the moment when command grab was the idea. And looking for up block yet again. No grab though. His chance. Much more about pressure. This is not actually the zoning that I thought it might be. This is about Yungmonster pressuring in the corner. With some really interesting series, by the way. The use of like forward 3 and cancel has been really fun to watch.
He's got some really good fake outs with this team, and yeah, that's a great setup of his own. 2 for 2 successfully on that one. Back to the corner because of the Kabbalah hooks. The
Big
risk.
moment.
Wait for it. Young gets the corner.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay, set up.
Oh, this could be crazy.
Yo,
Fake
big
him out
stolen
again.
turn. Really wants to maintain the corner. No, will he back up voluntarily? Okay. Yeah, that's part of the movement that I feel like is pretty decent in this matchup. His air movement into puddle. Yeah, puddle on the ground. But we'll see if he
Recovery
can
there.
get in.
Young all of a sudden with the lead, and then checks him with the full screen advancement. That's just zoning 101 right there.
Just running away is not going to matter in the end. You have to move forward at some point.
Checking that movement. Be equally as crucial. Getting in mind of your opponent and taking away that health bar. And speaking of taking away a health bar, this is close.
950
May not be
HP.
because of 950, yes.
I think that's going to be that.
Oh no. OnlineCale is going to take it 3-0. That is vengeance from the second match on stream. 3-1 in favor of Yungmonster. The T1000. For the first time I've ever seen broken out from OnlineCale.
Find a kill.
Just a
3
really
games
strong
to 0.
performance.
Really happy to see Yungmonster. You know, you talked a little bit about his history and how strong he's been when he's wanted to play and do well in games. He absolutely can do that. I would love to see Yungmonster show out more. Super fun to watch.
Please, both
Great
you and
player.
your brother Young would definitely love to see
Would
you.
be great. Yeah.
And kind of the forgotten twins of North America in Mortal Kombat, because they don't really travel a lot. I think they went to one Evo offline ever, and that was it. The rest has been online, where they've just been. This could be
gotcha.
a brand new matchup.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, we'll see.
Very interesting.
I think I expected to be Ermac, but, you know, I didn't expect T1000 last time, so could be anything, I suppose.
I mean, given the effectiveness that we just saw of it.
It played great, no doubt, but he also, in the match right before that, had, I'm now realizing, 2 3-0s in a row over Yungmonster and previously over Hourglass, with 2 different characters, Homelander and then T1000. So.
And obviously likes what he was
T1000.
seeing and feeling with the T1000 here.
The first of many.
Earthrealm Police on the scene of the crime.
Round 1. Fight.
I love all the outfits of T1000 in this game.
Yeah, it's great, yeah.
That British.
Oh!
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that was hilarious, yeah.
Spiked
for
him. First time we got the double overhead blocks, but there becomes the mind game of the goop. And how many things you have to think about when he gets to that stage of the layer, David, gets very interesting, because you have to check him with a mid, and you have to wait until he's behind you, or do you check him with a quick one while he's still in front of you?
Yep,
How much
just a
distance
mix.
has passed? Does he instantly spike?
Right, exactly.
The layers. Yeah, dominating round again.
And into the corner.
Round 2.
Kale killing it in the corner, actually, too. As Homelander or as T1000.
Yeah, here's where he's made his opponents their new home.
That makes up 4-3, 4, etc., etc. A couple of different cancel points into ticks, into low or overhead.
Oh, and once you pop, the fun doesn't stop. That was an input error, I'm guessing.
Absolutely, yeah, I think so.
Or he would have point blank block him. You never know.
You never know. Big whip punish, of course, rewinds out, but man, he's got to get back in there and make it happen. I don't know. Whoa, okay, Mavado. And that is going to be game number 1 OnlineCale. So that went about as strongly for him as it possibly could have, and he's going to...
New archetype of
You
him.
aren't a threat.
And he's going to stick it out with Dermac.
Yeah, pretty different character options now. So yeah, okay, so sticking with our map makes sense. And already. Into the corner already. Knocking the broom off of the floor.
Oh, no.
What are they gonna sweep with? Look at all these cool designs that they put into the sand. You guys are just walking all over. Command grab. Again, that very dangerous mix-up out of the string.
Yeah, in that 4-3 string, 2 overheads exist in it, ladies and gentlemen. Which means that behind those 2 overheads the low mix is threatening twice. Now, off of both of those double mix-ups, at any point, he can also command grab. And that is where the lethality of this character's mix truly comes from and is based around. And there it is, the 4-3 string. Is it command grab? No, just let it rip.
Yeah, it is unsafe, so you want to have something that makes you safe. But Rewind's still stuck there.
Yeah. Use that really interesting overhead of T1000s with the double hit. That's chargeable. Great usage of it so far from Kale, but that was some beautiful space in my Rewind. Knew the punch was going to be there, and now we get a huge cash out. Is it the setup?
Is it the setup?
Or is it
Again, that setup where he has Janet go low and he's floating up, or does the overhead attack right away from this guy?
A drop, it looked like he was going for damage. It's about 600.
Pretty
Not
good.
Gonna matter. That's going to be the round.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good if you drop your combo to 585.
Yeah.
Fight.
Not a bad day at the office. Great trade there.
That mine was for safety just in case he had gotten blocked on.
And
Kale staying away, waiting until Movado's back.
And as you see there, mine doesn't have the craziest cooldown. Movado's already back to the usage, which means command grab's launching.
Hey. Rewind in, trying to move anyway. Looking for some commitment by Kale. Oh boy, not a lot of characters can get big normals like that to chase down Nurmak from that range, but there it is. Block on the low, man, shout outs. Blocking right. Again! Interrupting Kale. Plenty of meter, plenty of Movado to go up 2 games to 0.
Plenty of Movado, plenty of Bravado as well. 2-0.
Oh. Yep,
But
100%.
Also, look at him at 15 years old, and the opportunities here in Mortal Kombat has been awesome to see as well. Just seeing a FGC household continue into the new age.
No,
It's
no
beautiful.
Reiko, no Shao. He's got to run it on Ermac now. Got to get 3 in a row as this character. And it starts off in much the same way that it has. With Kale getting the hit and getting the corner within 10 seconds yet again. He's here. Well, a slight drop from him.
A drop, but the damage has certainly been done, and no. Everyone else in that situation has held onto their meter, Rewind unafraid in an 0-2 situation. To say, I am unafraid, young man.
Oh, dude, that stand 2 is actually really useful in a matchup like this. Yeah, in that situation. Far fast poke. Not poke.
And OnlineCale
Far
working
fast
on his
starter.
third 3-0 in a row on this loser's run against some of the best in this entire competition. Activating a little bit of what we know from, comparing OnlineCale to Fox and how he was at the age. We're seeing a little bit of Fox factor here in loser side from him.
True. Oh, he held on to that thing the whole time. Into the Janet, always a lot of damage, whether it's forward throw or back throw with this team. Looking for a commitment. And when he happened to try it again, well, okay, Kale didn't get the combo he wanted, surely. Got corner now. Waiting for Movado, maybe? I don't know, but Rewind's there first.
Such a gorgeous proximity OS there, too. Only got him because the against another 4-3. And because of that, Rewind finally has a round.
Maybe something to build on here.
If you can get a round, you can get a game. If it bleeds, you can kill it.
Well, what if it didn't bleed?
Oh, wait. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, no. Throw it in the lava. Throw it in the lava.
yeah. Actually, there is lava in this. There's lava. There's at least hot fire that's hot enough that Havoc's face has never recovered. You see what that man can recover from.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, OnlineCale in here, into the corner.
Just
Big
needs
pressure.
one hit now. A breaker will be there for Rewind. About to get a single hit. He can survive. Will OnlineCale take us on a journey, and he will all the way to grand finals for this young man. Online
Yeah,
Kill,
for sure.
Sonic 4.
Chasing him down throughout the LA River, you know, in the big, the huge truck that he found, right?
Yep. That he commandeered.
Chasing all the way through.
Commandeering. Yep.
Yeah. That's right. That's exactly what
Not a
Kale's
good term.
doing right now. And, you know, killer, who
Yes.
over the years show up big time. And here it is. It's that former teenager, Sonicfox, now in their 20s, one of the best fighting game players of all time, absolutely in any scene, and OnlineCale on the other side, maybe on that same path. Do not be surprised if he's on that same path here in Grand Final.
And I gotta tell you real quick, I said the same thing myself, personally, David, to a player back in 2016 as well, who I thought was utterly carried by a character named Tarkatan Alien. I thought that once
Yes.
that character was nerfed, we'd never see him ever again, and his name was Tweety, and he just won the last tournament moments ago, NA East. I told him to his face he was never gonna be good once Alien got nerfed, and I was proven wrong 700 times over. Here we are.
That's how it goes, man. Here we are in Grand Finals. I mentioned that they played this long set against each other, and I watched it, and it was something like 35-15 in favor of Fox. But even that, if you're at the age of Kale, that a couple weeks ago, that's like a long time in your life. He told me he's been playing for a year and a half. Let me tell you, I haven't said half a year in forever. Half a year in my age is irrelevant. Doesn't matter as a length of time. But for somebody as young as him, that really matters. It really is. So I'm looking for him to have made some changes in the meantime.
It's like a hyperbolic time chamber in their own mind where they can do in 8 hours what takes us 800 sometimes. Oh, the
Right there.
range.
Yeah, the big two. Before that, waiting for the bomb, even though he had a chance to get pressure, but he's aware enough to just hang out.
OnlineCale off to a huge start here. Spacing, superb. Watching that back two whip, and then the perfectly timed forward dash, because that is not easy to do, because you could go into the active frames of the back two to get the punish. Kel getting sent back to the corner. Yeet. Time to guess yourself, kid.
Yeah. And let's see what the defense is. It's not just about offense. You gotta have the good D. Obviously very difficult to do against this character and player. He's Movado! Oh!
One of the great answers to the Cyrax Casino is the Movado mine. It will go out there and at least make her have to, again, think in some of these pressure situations and mom situations.
Didn't have Movado recall because of that mine. It takes a full cameo. He's there? No, not in time.
But not enough hit advantage.
Well, Fox was hoping that bomb would explode a little bit earlier, I guess. Yeah, and Movado's ready! And Kale will be one mix-up away.
Oh, he actually had a second Movado, but wanted to take away the wake up. Smart. And that advancement of the string, the presence and awareness around the bombs with the single uses of movement have been incredible. Sonic staying alive, though, on the hunt.
Oh, they are both so worried.
Missing spike.
Jumping away. Kale's defense 10 on the clock. Can he survive this? 7 on the clock. No, back one to start it off. And with Fatal Blow, yeah, which will freeze the timer, Fox will stay in this game.
Wow. Wasn't sure if Serena would be on cooldown post daggers, but sure enough, Sonic knowing it on command with 3 seconds left.
Was really the only solution that Fox had was to find some very quick route into Fatal Blow.
As if it was Manifest Destiny. Give me the hit again. Drain the meter. Look, he's gonna have a good bit after this. See, I lied. It's getting drained again. Here we go.
Mm-hmm. Again, let's see the defense. It was Movado mine last time. Movado mine!
Again. Saving
And the bounce! Kill. Fox immediately taking their turn, not waiting to see whether there's grab at the end of that or not. Overhead.
Serena catching the normal means that back two was coming in hot and ready. And Sonic. Give him a breaker? No! Denied completely, and it's 1-0. 2 games away from a Sonicfox victory and a secured final combat position. In theory.
The second round, Kale was literally 3 seconds away from having taken that first game. So sticking with this makes a lot of sense.
And I'm wondering if there's something that Kale has been saving for this moment. He's like, I'm only breaking it out when I'm playing for Final Combat.
I actually am curious about that too, something I was going to bring up too. I wonder if part of the reason that he went with this against Rewind was to start getting...
It ready for this?
Yeah, exactly. Start warming it up. Here he is. Oh, regular grab, or raw grab, I should say. You rarely see. He didn't even have auto to call.
Unhand me.
The one tap.
This is some great zoning from Sonicfox with bombs alone. It's gonna negate their activation. Big hit
There's
for
that
Kale.
really big range right there where you can't feel comfortable about throwing bombs in this match. Oh, nice work. Because in that range, and we've often seen this already, Kale could just do the low stab.
There's a Maya.
His defense is so huge! The reason he's in this thing in a way that so few other players have been is his defense. It's not just his offense. Yeah, that's great. So is everybody else's. It's his defense, man.
You almost summoned it right there. An up block out of nowhere, taking round one of the second game. Both sides of the field look so strong. When you're top 10 in offense and defense, you got a pretty good team. So he plays around these bombs, tried to start up a low spike right there. Instead, he got spiked. Another goop.
And blocked in time, too.
Just in case that armor went blocked right there. Gonna to pick up though.
Yeah, still on cooldown. Okay. Fox taking a turn in a key moment. Could have been Kale to start things off, to mount pressure, to get out of the corner. But again, his defense is just killer. Everybody else has had such trouble with these Cyrax setups. He's got to bring it out again. We got to see if he can say it again. Or not.
Sonic giving a
Is
rare
he in time?
gift. No, it was a single shot. If it was a double, I think we would have had a match. I was on the hunt. I'm scared.
And the jump comes out. Sonicfox first time neutral jumping over command grab.
Final round. Fight.
Walks forward, out of it. Very confident neutral.
Like that Cyrax turns us from a fighting game into a platformer.
Again, you just
Real
can't
quick.
comfortably throw bombs there. Oh. No Movado?
No Movado. Very interesting. I wonder if it was for a maybe a little American reset, dare I say?
No big pickup. Here it is, though. The confirm will surely come, and Kale's out. Movado. He wants grab. The not breakable stuff. He won't call Movado. He wants pressure.
Also breakable as well. Shoto throw. Didn't want to overcommit and does there. That would have at least given Sonicfox an opportunity to mix, but Kale will instead tie us up in a game apiece.
I feel like he's going.
So impressed with his knowledge and how quickly he accesses it in his brain. That's what truly like mesmerized me is how actively he can access the knowledge and then just work around it in real time. In every matchup, like in every character's tools and options, he's so knowledgeable on the situations to be able to adapt.
Got another chance. And nothing. Up block, and now he's got the pressure. Very quick turnaround. No Movado to call quite yet. And he takes the big risk up close, where in corner you do get stuff.
And that's what you can be looking at when you're fighting T1000 and he's pressuring you without Movado. You're like, okay, low's not a threat in the corner. Just kidding. Keep guessing.
Grab again. Sonic's only jumped out of one. You gotta make a tough read. Got him again!
A raw spike. Another round. No, not yet. For the overhead.
Fox looking for the overhead there, and that allowed Fox to get out of the corner. Yeah, key moment there where Kale had committed to up block, looking for the overhead end of that string, that allowed Fox to teleport while T1000 was looking up to the sky.
pretty crazy scaling for just a stand button and the fatal right there too.
Pretty good. Oh, oh.
Pretty good. Hello.
Yep. Okay, all this out of a rando hit.
Random down one and into full combo. That's Mortal Kombat. That's as MK1
right.
as it gets. Big conversion once more, and we're working on a steamroll. Went for the dome.
Fox not even bothering with the breaker here.
And after the headshot, it's a final round.
Final round. Fight.
See that? Even Sonic, unafraid to just say, all right, you got it.
This time didn't even think about you. Up block, it was right into pressure. So we're seeing very quick on the draw adaptations here from Kale. He's gone
Again.
for the ender on that string every time until right there. Fox again holding onto the bar. Oh boy, it was close.
Oh, great reset.
Big
of pressure
read!
to move forward, and this is it. OnlineCale has 2 Movados. Be close for the kill for the setup. Instead, doesn't do the slide. Instead, saving. And does the same exact risk to win game. That was this deja vu all over again, where if that gets blocked, Sonic could sequence him to death, I feel like. That is insane. Back to back.
The chaos.
So,
What
still
possible
in this, though,
justification is there
on both
for
sides.
genocide?
Survival.
and not even going to be over, of course, if this set goes to KO. We're going to have a second set if that is what happens.
Yes, we will. That cushion we talked about earlier. Sonicfox still in winners. That's why the L is next to OnlineCale's name. He's in the loser side. He has to put Sonicfox in losers first, and then try to eliminate them. Everyone gets 2 lives here. And Kale could not ask the Elder Gods for a better start here.
Son of Online Tony. Hey, finally guessing right is Sonicfox.
And let's see
Into
what
their
one,
pressure now.
let's see what one right guess leads to.
That's the question. Leads to loss of meter. Leads to pressure. Leads to Movado, but wow. Jump
First
just
time
the right
in line.
moment, and it's a big turn of the tables. No Movado call, but still it's good damage. No confirm? Oh, Sonicfox so consistent on that with the confirm into goop, and there, no,
second.
it was into the overhead. And that is reset point. Kale, would Kale reset on Fox? It's close.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to look too far into the future, but we could be witnessing already the start of what could be an incredible rivalry in Mortal Kombat 1 and potentially anything moving forward. This is awesome.
No doubt. Kale setting the table for the reset. Close on this. There's the escape. And into the low. He misses though. No up block this time. Oh my god. If Fox's idea was to bait the up block and get something like a grab, that's not what came. It was Kale getting ahead of that, reading ahead of that, resetting against Sonicfox. 3 games to 1. The instant.
OnlineCale 3-0 over Kinggambler, 3-0 over Hourglass of Rain, 3-0 over Yungmonster, 3-0 over Rewind, and has now reset the bracket 3-1 against Sonicfox. That is a monumental run, no matter how this ends.
For sure. Okay, sick walk forward, anti-air. Fox gets to start things pretty early, relatively speaking. This time too early on the grab. Nah, the Buki forward medium kick not working out.
Claws blocking the advantage string. Sonicfox is right there. Kale already putting Fox to the corner. This is where all of his victims fall him prey, but Sonic returns the sender.
Yeah, really quick understanding by Fox. When there haven't been Movados to call, Kale backs off and waits for them to come back. So Fox is looking for that backwards walk, and they were right.
The mine still converted? Unbelievable.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, yeah. Yeah, block, there's a bomb though.
Nice forward movement.
Ooh, just as he was coming up.
He decided to surface for air at the wrong time. looking for anything to react to. It's like there's Kale.
Yeah, he's really trying to hold on to that like 2/3-ish range. Oh, late on the goop.
Which is that max distance spike range.
Yeah, exactly.
Woo! That's been really hard for people to react to and punish tonight. I wasn't even ready for the commitment. Ox. Getting the sequence going. You see nobody missed the input right there. Instant jump into the corner. Or maybe trying to make an early read.
Maybe trying to get away from mine. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the deal was.
Uh-oh.
But Fox still in a great position. Still here in the corner. It's one more meaty setup. It's mine, and Fox has to block. Fox instantly had to respect.
And even at worst, you know, forcing that one block, like, resets kind of the position where you're not in an immediate guess situation.
But this does mean that for a little while now, Movado's not going to be there. Oh, okay, so Fox moves forward. Really good understanding of what was likely to come right there. That
was crazy to kind of go for the sweep and the liquid metal going right onto it. Very. In this wonderful event that has been NA West, the final regional qualifier for pro competition online just for this weekend. But 6 out of the 10 online regional finalists will be set. Brazil, Mexico, LATAM South, and LATAM North. Still to be determined later this year. I think in about a month. So I don't have the exact date in my mind. I know it's shortly after Brazil next week. Going for a ride? Yes.
And again, that was the moment just before this where Kale was waiting there for Movado to come back until he had him. Wants to make all those mixes count. Fox is out. Bomb! Okay. Yeah! Wow, sick. What an interruption. What a little challenge from Kale to bring out standing string. A lot of people would panic into something like down one. Not Kale. Well, man, Serena's out, so wasn't going to be a lot of damage out of the back one. Oh, cameo cancel his
overhead. Woo! Disrespected by Fox right there. But that's something that you say to yourself, high risk, high reward. If this works, I get the corner, and it's time to play my game. Look at that safe on block with a -8 on the back two. Unhand me.
That it's not going to work as an overhead, right? That works because sometimes the opponent's pressing a button or it's a low crush or whatever, but versus
or it's
Kale's
so
level
slow that it just
yeah, right. It's a Buki 4 media pick. Out of there. Kale threatening to take this, moving forward again, trying to be in that 2/3 screen range. Oh, dash up command grab. He's got a couple Movados.
I mean, my reaction is by what Sonicfox attempted. Like, the audacity to, I think, Sonicfox read forward dash, it was going to meet that forward dash with an active command grab, which is really high level. And it's only just begun at this young age.
15 years old, grew up playing fighting games with his dad, Tony, who of course made Evo Top 8 MK9. This is MK12. Here's his son doing it big. Bomb! Oh, let's go, that was sick.
To be, wake up, jump. Right back at you, says Kale. What Sonicfox did to him in the last game into 415. Man, that is a costly mistake.
Try that up block.
Maybe the out goes under the dagger. Hopefully Sonic taking punishment there. The single shot of Serena is so fast that the recoveries actually saved Sonic a couple times. Menacing.
Yeah.
I'm scared. The best kick, the best backdoor animation in the game. Look at that thing.
It's so cool. Yeah, she looks great, man. Okay, forward throw. Usually it's been back one, so I mean, against Cyrex, you default to one tech. Usually back one. Trying to chase? No. Oh, duck first. Both of them trying to take this round. Big round.
Time. He just slipping. What? And that is going to optimally punish that.
Come on.
I'm done. I'm done.
Amazing response. Fingers just itching on those triggers.
How
itching
quickly,
to press him.
That's kind of what I was talking about earlier about this young man, David, is how quickly he recognized the situation in what would, optimally, you know what I mean? Insane.
What I love about this match is that it's not just these two extreme mix-up characters. Like, the neutral game is super important in the way that they're playing. That's like real high-level stuff. But it's not just about the mix-ups, man. Like, you gotta find the mix-up first. You gotta find the hit. It is not coming for free, that's for sure.
None have. Got a counter hit right there. Sonic was pressing after the back two. Bombs ahoy.
Underneath the goop. Fox trying to come in. What a moment to read. And the Kale, again, aware. Knew that he couldn't press the button because the bomb would have been there. Yo, Kale again with the confirmation. Again, he's in. And again, it's Fox out. Ducking as he needs. Slide.
Open perfectly right now.
Okay.
Spiking.
It's going to be Oki in two. He's there on the other side, Kale. Not to do it, not quite. He chases down 2-1 OnlineCale.
Intro brutality, which is only feeding into Kale's mentality right now. The Sigma is only growing. Oh my goodness.
I mean, that is of the ages.
This
That is announcing, as we've said, that you are here as one of the best players in the scene. You could beat anybody. You could beat the Evo champ. You could beat one of the greatest players of all time in 2 back-to-back sets. Just a couple of weeks after getting stomped by him online. To have made that change so fast, OnlineCale on defense, in neutral like this, the start again comes in neutral. And then on offense is just killing it.
This match has been so good that I completely forgot just what is at stake, and that is a place at Final Combat, and how huge it would be for OnlineCale. Sonic still having multiple chances. But for us to see the prodigy there guaranteed would be insane. And what a start to this round. Hold on a second. Has already got the game plan going, which is to the corner, challenges the teleport perfectly, and then here we go. Command grab Movado. He's going to go for the unbreakable setup, and Sonicfox is going to aggressively hold on to the meter and just let this round go. It is now tournament point for OnlineCale.
Kale. Can he keep it together? Big moment for him to qualify or not. Take down Fox in 2 sets straight. Fox out of there right away. Looking for this arena call again.
That was so
Kale
clear on the bomb.
His reactions cannot be tested. Fox is there every single time trying to trying to test it out. And no, Kale has it. Again on blocks defensively. Fox, man, backing off. Just hasn't worked out at this range. Navigating the minefield, the literal bomb minefield here is Kale. Over as well. And he's honestly 2 hits away. He tries it. Oh man, he's getting frisky.
Mixed range, it's a grab, throw combo, and here we go. The full overhead. Some decent damage here off the mine combo. It's what's the setup here. There's no OTG to take out the wake up, and the aggression from Sonicfox is unbelievable right now, but might cost him. No meter now.
Kale, 1 hit away. If it's the right one, yes, of course, out of there. While you still have the bar. If he finds the next hit, Aquaman, you know he's moving through. But it's Fox
Sonic
instead. Fox finds it.
Looking to activate that Fox factor with 14 seconds on the clock. Going for the grab.
It's mine.
That is
Does he get
unbelievable. Is he going to go for time? No, I thought he was going to turn it to the
Got
orb
him.
to raise his hitbox, but Sonicfox, that reaction through the fury and the flames that were on the screen. Sensational.
They're both trying it out on the mashing. You can see, is it enough? It is. Sonicfox still in this thing.
I can't believe
Kale was 1 hit away. Can Fox keep it together? If anybody can, it's Fox. No longer throwing those bombs from range here. Respecting Kale's reactions in that neutral.
It's
Waited
crazy
until
how
the whiff, and then they throw the bomb. Perfect choice. Setting things up, but all that said, Kale. Check! On reaction yet again, it's the defense time after time that saved him.
There's Sonic having an answer. Immediately back, but oh no, the grab moved his hitbox back onto the bomb.
Kale so worried about up. Oh, the one time he doesn't do it is when Fox hits the string. Here's Kale now. No Movado to call. Can he find 2-3 more hits? Can Fox find it from far away? Setting things up again is the intention. Out of the sky! What a pickup!
Go.
Kale. Sonicfox will break on the next one.
Forced here. Kale.
And now, again. Knew that Sonicfox was not going to complete the string. Can he find any hit? The low? Can he get it? Kale to take down Sonicfox 2 sets in a row to qualify for no. Any chip, and he finally does have it. OnlineCale qualifies for a final combat over Sonicfox. Sigma.
Performance
No
from
doubt.
start to end, undeniably an incredible Mortal Kombat 1 tournament.
Look at that run. On that loser's side, Gambler, Hourglass, Yungmonster, Rewind, all the way through all of them, 12 games in a row. And then to take down Sonicfox not in 1 set, but in 2 sets, to double jeopardy Sonicfox in grand finals. The list of people who have done that over the last dozen years is small. It's not 10. It's just a small handful of people the whole time. And here, OnlineCale, having played for a year and a half competitively only, is already at the level